Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is puff puff with a little spice. It is sweet and spicy. Look at the inside. It is not so drenched in oil. I know it's a fried food. To make puff puff with a little spice, here are some of the ingredients I'm going to use. I've got the yeast. I have to prove this yeast. I've had it for a long time. And then I've got sugar. I'm using a quarter of a cup, but you want it sweeter, use half a cup. That way you get a browner crust. In a dish, I'm going to pour in the sugar. Yeast is next. Warm water, a cup or a cup and a half of the whole liquid that I'll be using, and I'll add the rest liquid later. I'm going to keep this yeast mixture in a warm place, a microwave or a conventional oven, which is not turned on. In a bowl, I'm going to put in the flour. In the cinnamon, no cinnamon, use nutmeg. Cinnamon is more Christmassy. To it, I'm going to add salt. For that puff puff with spice, I'm going to add black pepper. That black pepper combined with cinnamon gives it that unique flavor, a great. About 10 minutes later, it is frothy, which means I can use it. It could be better, but gotta use it. Flour, spices, and the salt make a well inside, and I'm going to pour in the yeast solution. Time to add the rest of the water. Puff puff dough all mixed up together, and then if you want something of a watery consistency, you can add more water, like half a cup, but I prefer it this way. This way it doesn't consume a lot of vegetable. And as usual, I'm going to keep this in a very warm place till it rises to like double in size. 40 minutes later, it could take less for a yeast that you just opened the package. That's done. Gonna knock out the hair, and then we'll be ready to. Have the vegetable oil on the stove. It is getting hot. If you want to test if it's done, just take a tiny drop, not the tiniest drop you can, put it on the vegetable oil. If it sizzles, then the puff puff is ready to be put there. I'll be using a scoop, and I will insert the scoop in hot water. In my whole wheat puff puff, I showed you how I dip the scoop in hot water. I'm using this dough rod for two reasons. One is to separate it so it doesn't stick together, and also to firm up the shape a bit, because in the rush I didn't get some of the shape. I'm going to add one more. There's space for one more. It's almost done. There wouldn't be a brown crust because I use less of sugar, but if you use like half cup of sugar, it would be browner than this. I made this puff puff in 2 batches, and I didn't tell you it's medium to low heat. Let the oil raise back to a little bit temperature, not too hot, and then I'll begin the second. I got the shape right a bit. It's more uniform than the previous ones. Then turn it so all the sides get fried. That's the final batch. The cinnamon and the black pepper gives it a sweet spice flavor. Might try this out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.